As the New Mexico United soccer team ramps up its push for a new stadium, there are still questions about where all of that money will come from and what the team will chip in. News 13's Annalisa Pardo is live at one of the potential sites. This is near Cole and Broadway. Annalisa?
Well, from sending texts to fans to having a booth at Summerfest, the United is doing what it can to talk to voters and clear up any confusion they may have about building a stadium, like reminding everyone that the stadium would belong to the city.
I think the confusion around payment is simply this. The public and private sector can't own the same asset. That is not an option, but a public-private partnership is an option where we make a contribution that can go into building the stadium.
If Albuquerque voters pass a $50 million bond later this year, the city would still be short about $20 million to build a stadium with any extra amenities like awnings. Trevisani says he's confident they could come up with the money and says there are nuances surrounding payments in the public-private partnership. It's unclear what public funding would pay for and what private investors could cover.
If we are going to make a contribution, for example, the Isotopes contributed the scoreboard and the concessions in that agreement. If we were to do something like that, that would just be a community benefit, a benefit for the stadium, a benefit for the city, because the city would own those improvements and keep them, and that would be a private contribution.
If a private investor wanted to build out the stadium or pay for something they'd like to see at the stadium, like more luxury boxes or seating, Trevisani says that could be possible too. And new today, New Mexico United announced that it's launching a series of community conversations to get public input on the stadium. The first one is tomorrow at 5:30. Back to you.
All right, Annalisa, thank you. On August 16th, the City Council will decide if that $50 million stadium bond question will go onto the November ballot. The team is also hoping the state kicks in more money in a future legislative session.